Hi everyone, it's Robin. I wanted to share my January Scrapsville mini album with you that I made for a swap. My album goes to Susie, who lives in the UK. I've bound it differently than I have some of my recent mini albums. I found out that my local craft store, which I love, the Crafty Alley, yay, they started carrying the 1 1/4 inch O-wires for my bind it all. So I decided to go ahead and pull that out again, dust it off, and so anyway, the mini album measures 4.5 inches by about 4 1/4 inches, and I've just added a lot of ribbons and fibers and things. I did Velma's technique on the front with the 2 flowers and added some bling, of course the feathers, and then under that you can just see a little bit of it peeking out here, but there's a 2.5 inch cotton beautiful lace that it was off-white color, and so I really grunged it up and distressed that and glimmer misted and inked, and Susie had mentioned that she likes vintage and kind of distressed looks, so I tried to incorporate that. I used the Life's Journey paper pack throughout the album, as well as several die cuts from the same collection. Just added a feather here with a strand of pearl down the center of it. This was just a regular chipboard frame. I painted with my gold Adirondack dabber, and then I stamped it with the French script background stamp from Stampin' Up! With the Timber Brown Stays On. Added crackle accents over the top of it, and then some acetate, and she can slide a picture down on this side. It's attached just as an L shape, so she could easily slide a picture there. And then I've added some liquid pearls in white opal with just the New Year. Then in here I just torn the page, added some halfback pearls, made a couple tags, and then this was a die cut from the Life's Journey paper pack. So I just kind of stamped on there with a Prima stamp, this as well as a Prima journaling stamp, and then made a tiny little library pocket. I stamped a dragonfly on there, embossed that, as well as on the miniature tag here. I did a lot of embossing on this album, so I go through phases with different techniques, but I really love embossing, so you'll see a lot of that in here. This page I didn't want to cover up the papers too much, so I just added some trim to the bottom there, and then I've glimmer misted in a couple of colors on the flowers. And then on this page, just a pocket there with a couple of tags and journaling space, and she can tuck something behind in there. And this page I've just added a removable photo mat, and so she can use this as her template, or she can use it as a photo mat, and then there's just space for journaling on the back there. I'm not going to tuck that back in. This page, Velma's technique again. Thank you, Velma, for sharing. And this was a die cut. I don't know where they come up with some of the ads that they use. You know, it's scrapbooking related, but some of the ads say like liver pills and just kind of odd things. I really love the vintage look of them, but some of them I just think, where are you ever going to use that in scrapbooking? So anyway, I've stamped some just nature stamps on there, and then embossed those, and just a photo mat here, and she can tuck something under the flowers there. And then on this side, ribbon, she can slide things behind. And then these are more die cuts. This one was crazy too. It was like a fortune teller ad or something. So I embossed over that. But Susie lives in the UK, so I thought this would be a good way to, sorry, I was off screen. This would be a good way to add 3 photographs there, and then some journaling stamps on the back of that. And then this is also from the Life's Journey die cut. It was actually black and white, or black and kind of a sepia, but I've used my Stampin' pads and just kind of colored that in with my blender pen, and so it looks like it was actually like that. I was pleased with how that turned out, and then I embossed around the edges there. And then this is the Baroque motif stamp from Stampin' Up! And then on this page I made a top note with my Big Shot. Folded it in half, embossed on there, made a couple tags for behind that, journaling on the back, and just slide right in on this side. And then this was, if you know the paper pack, you'll know that it has a lot of like postage type stamps, decals on the front page. And so I just used one of my punches and just punched out dimensional layering. This is a vintage photograph, a black and white photograph. It looks like of a brother and sister. And so I thought that would work well for a closure here. I've done a lot of embossing there that just opens up. She can add a photograph here or here, or journaling, however she would like. And just tucks back down. And then this is the 4-petal die, envelope die. And I just embossed a photo mat in there for her. And then journaling space on the back. And then she can also, there's a pocket back here. She can add a tag to it. Actually goes all the way down. And then I have used the French script stamp again and then embossed on the pocket. And then on this page, I just use the scalloped envelope and use that as I have Velcro on there. And it has a Tim Holtz journaling spot on there, that I've embossed around that and added a journaling spot on the back. And then here's a tag. I just got some new Prima stamps. I absolutely love them. I get a lot of questions about my journaling stamps, so this is another Prima set, but I'm going to be using it quite a lot. I love it. This last page just kept it simple. I tore, this was an old book page. The book was already falling apart. I did not deface it, so just use a couple of pages that it was giving up anyway. And then I painted over that with my shimmer paint, inked it up. The Adage ticket is actually, you can tuck something there. And so that's the mini album that I have made for my January Scrapsville swap. So thanks everyone for watching. I apologize that I haven't done a tutorial in quite a while. With the holidays and then with working on mini albums and just different personal projects, I have a stack of photographs I need to scrapbook. So I'm not sure when I'll actually get to a video tutorial. It is on my list of important things to do. But then I also, many of you know this, but I homeschool my 3 children, and 2 of them are in high school. So that keeps me pretty busy. But I will get to it very, very soon. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience. I get probably every day emails or comments and things asking for different tutorials. So I actually have a list of all of them. If you mention you'd like to see something, I do write it down, and I will get to it. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.